Hello, everyone. Sorry we're a bit late. I had to get Austin situated before I could start our live. So, how is everyone doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I am a little anxious, a little stressed, but that's really nothing new for me. Just I haven't wrapped anything yet, and I'm realizing how close we are to Christmas, you know?
Yeah. I know. I've been struggling with that myself, but I have been working on like getting things wrapped as they come in. But for me, it's just keeping them hidden.
Hello, Ureli. Hello, Mickey. Mickey says, "Oh my gosh, hi."
I don't see any chat.
Did you
click
on the...
I see them now.
All right, so let's do a little bit of catching up. It's been a week of crazy. So how is everyone coping with the last, week before the holiday season? Well, I guess this is all holiday season. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can't tell. Is this better or worse with headphones in?
It sounds okay. It sounds the same to me.
Okay. All right. Just going to try and avoid touching the headphones so that it doesn't shake the screen.
You have new nails.
Huh?
You have new nails.
Oh, yeah. I did them this morning. You know what? Headphones are not going to work for me because I keep bumping them. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with it. And if it goes bad and if our voices if it sounds bad, I'll just have to, oh my goodness, that's so far over. I'm going to have to move us over. Okay. There we go. That's good. Okay, so how is everyone? So, what did you guys think of this last season? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Devastating much.
I was like, the whole time, every single time that it got brought up that Hannah would take Harrison, I was like, no, don't do it. Because I kind of felt it coming. I kind of felt like he was going to do what he did, and obviously he did what he did, so it was really upsetting, really hurtful of him to do that to me.
Yeah, I know. I felt so bad.
Ureli says, okay, bye.
See ya, Ureli.
Thank you for coming.
But yeah, the first time I watched it, I remember telling my sister Mickey, I was like, okay, this is not cool. Like, I'm not happy.
Yeah, I'm really upset. So that's good that we're getting another season.
Right. I mean, we have to after the way that ended because we're like, so obviously he tried to kill himself, correct?
That's what I was thinking, but I mean, I don't know if that was his plan all along or if I don't know. Like I went through a couple different scenarios in my head. I was like, either maybe he did want to, or maybe he knew that if he just looked dead, people would stop looking for him. Therefore, he could move on and they could go unharmed by him.
Well, I think that he was right. I agree with that too. But in my mind, I'm thinking if he thought that he was, I mean, he obviously said of like what he thought maybe was like final goodbye to Harrison.
Right.
And so I think that he's thinking, okay, I'm going to drive into this storm and I may not make it out of this alive, you know?
Yeah. I was so upset when he had to, like, but also, can we just talk about the fact that, like, he really stole a body from the hospital? He really, like, unplugged his sister, for lack of a better term, unplugged his sister.
Right.
And then took the body and nobody saw anything. Like, I mean, I realize they were evacuating from the storm, but, like, I swear to you, I at least would have noticed that. Like, a person carrying a body out into a boat. Come on.
Yeah, I know. That's what Dale said. We were watching it. He was watching it last night with me, or yesterday. And he's like, I don't remember this part. Like, he remembered it happened, but he's like, how are they getting out? How is he getting out of there just carrying a body? And I'm like, well, apparently nobody's paying attention. They're all trying to get stuff done before this big, massive storm hits, you know?
Which I comprehend, but also still, seriously, is your head that far up your butt that you don't notice a man carrying a body?
Right.
Like, what the heck? But it was an awful ending. I'm not going to sit here and say it was a good ending.
Right.
But it did sort of take care of any loose ends because Deb is gone. And which the whole time I was like, man, I swear to you, if they try to kill Deb, I just want Hannah dead instead. I didn't like Hannah very much, if you can't tell. So I was like, oh, you know what? They're gonna do something so that he doesn't have to choose between the two of them, because you can see him wavering at all points.
Right.
So I'm like, if they do something so he doesn't have to choose, please let it be on the side where Hannah doesn't make it.
Right.
But obviously that wasn't the case. Kind of rude, but okay. But I kind of felt that was coming. But it did tie up all loose ends. I mean, he is no longer existing according to that report.
Right.
He doesn't have to choose between Deb and Hannah. And we know where Harrison is, because a lot of times during the thing, like, you assume he's with Jamie, but it's never explicitly said that, hey, Harrison's with Jamie. So I'm constantly like, where is your child?
Yeah, I know.
Throughout the whole thing, I'm like, where is the kid? So.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of like makes it out to be like he's, I don't know. I mean, it's obvious that when he's with Harrison, he's a good dad, but like, when are you with Harrison?
Yeah. I'm like, I mean, I get that he's trying to, like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if he was going to be left with anyone, like, the way, even though I don't like Hannah's probably the best fit for him. But
Right.
still, I don't know. Not super pleased about that. But, you know, it is what it is.
So, did you see the whole thing coming with Dr. Vogel's son, Cassie's boyfriend?
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
I didn't even for like half a second entertain that thought. But then again, I was also like super preoccupied this whole season with like Deb's whole, I don't know, crisis. She was really going through it. So I was like, I was spending more time worrying about Deb than Vogel. Of course, I mean, I have my mom who's a little bit of a spoiler. Hey, Tammy, how are you? My mom was like, oh, there's other people involved. I'm like, Mom, shut up. She's like, yeah, there's someone else who taught Dexter how to be the way he was. And I'm like, Mom, stop. So I kind of saw that whole thing coming as far as Vogel being a part of it. But as far as her having a son, it never really even occurred to me that would be something that would have, you know, become part of the story. I don't know. I just assumed that, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. And then like the whole Deb trying to take him down with her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
She drives the car off into the thing.
Crazy. Absolutely insane. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I kind of figured that was what was going to happen. I figured either she was going to do it to herself or she was going to take him down with her anyway or try to. So I wasn't really super shocked about that.
Right.
But it was still crazy.
Yeah, Tammy
So,
messages me the other day and she says, oh my God, I finished season 8. I'm crying. Or she said something about cried her head off or couldn't quit crying or something. And I was like, I know.
I messaged you last night. I was like, this is not okay.
Right.
I mean, I was kind of expecting that it would have like a crappy ending because of the fact that they're going ahead with another season. But, crazy.
Very, 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 very crazy. But yeah, like, and then the last like 5 or 10 minutes, whenever it's going through like Dexter's new, I don't know, identity for lack of a better word.
Right.
Um, like I don't really remember that. I don't remember him like going to his home and like sitting down at the table and all of that stuff. I don't really remember that from last time I watched it. I just remembered the main thing, which was Dexter was alive and he's got this big burly beard now and he's like a lumberjack, you know.
Right. Which he kind of like the entire time he's like, I always assumed I would be running away. So, I mean, they alluded to it the whole time.
Right.
Without actually saying it. They alluded to it throughout the whole series. Every time he's like, I always imagined someday I'd be running or living my life on the run or something like that. So I always knew that it was going to sort of end up, well, I mean, for the last how many ever years, that's how it's been ended. Like, we just found out recently that we're getting the 9th season. But with the whole entire living on the run or running, I always assumed that was how it was going to end. But you always do hope for a happy ending.
Right. You do. This one, however, was
Craptastic.
right.
Not a fan.
Good morning, Robert.
Huh?
Robert, I said good morning to Robert.
Oh, good morning, Robert. How are you? So that was kind of crazy. So with the whole entire 9th season, well, I mean, I guess let's talk about the 8th season. Like finish up speaking about that first. But I kind of like I want to end this on where do you think. Like, what do you think is going to happen in the 9th season? So before that, obviously, let's finish with 8, but kind of be thinking about that because I have some thoughts.
Right, me too.
So with the whole entire Joey and Deb thing, I kind of saw that coming. I knew that like he was pulling away from Jamie since they started dating. Like,
well, let's face it, Quinn has just been a complete train wreck ever since him and Deb broke up.
Yeah, seriously. So that was definitely not a surprise on my end. I was not surprised that they wound up finding their way back to each other. I was, however, really surprised in how Deb kind of kept her line of work while simultaneously going sort of crazy. Like, she ended up being like a bounty hunter type person.
Right.
So she ended up keeping like going with, taking care of bad guys and stuff. But Tammy says I wasn't expecting the ending at all. Oh, it was heart-wrenching. It really was.
Yeah, it was bad.
I was not super pleased about that. But I thought it was pretty neat that she ended up keeping her line of work. I was kind of shocked a little bit, not going to lie. I figured that if she was going to go off the deep end, she would have just gone off the deep end. There wouldn't have been any working involved.
Right.
I mean, she found out her brother was a serial killer, like, and she assisted.
Right.
So
it's funny though that she even like assisted till the very end, like there when Dexter's laying in the bed and that Oliver Saxon or whatever his name is comes into the bedroom and she's like, yeah, freeze, you blankety blank, blanky, blank, 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 blank. Because let's face it, Deb is like worse. Deb would like put a sailor to shame, right?
Yeah, seriously.
With her mouth.
I like that. I did. I like the fact that, like, because I can't remember. It must have been in like, it must have been one of the therapy sessions with Vogel or whatever, but Deb had said something along the lines of the family that kills together stays together. And like the whole time, I know she was trying to like regain her morals and stuff like that, but like they got, you know, towards that point, they started working together really well. And it was like, yeah, the family that kills together does stay together. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Deb.
But she knew, you know, it was cool. I kind of thought that it was cool how they kind of like had this pact between them with, you know, she like made him promise that he wouldn't take certain cases, like bad people from her.
Right.
And so, like, one of the whole reasons why he ended up not killing that Saxon guy, and he called Deb and was like, call it in, it's yours, come and get him. Which, if he was not going to kill anybody, there were some big mistakes he's made. For one, he should have killed that Arthur Mitchell, the Trinity, not Trinity killer, the Trinity killer, the one that killed Rita. He should have killed her long before he actually did. Rita would have still been alive.
Right.
And then he should have killed that Saxon guy instead of, because obviously he, in turn,
right,
basically kills Deb because she dies from the wounds. But
it seems like every time he plays cat and mouse is when someone in his family pays. Like if it's just like a regular, like I vetted him, he did this and this and this and this, okay, let me take him out. But like anytime he plays cat and mouse, someone else pays for like the whole price, you know, whereas he, like, obviously he has to deal with the fact that it's kind of his fault, but every time he's playing a little bit more, someone pays.
right.
Like, don't play with your food, Dexter. Just do it.
Oh, that's funny.
And then he almost lost Harrison from the biblical kills. And that's like further proof illustrating the fact that when he plays, someone else pays. Like, he needs to figure that out. Like, in his new life, I hope that he figures that out.
Yeah.
So did anybody see anything like that they wanted to mention? Because I'm going to ask Jenni, aside from forgetting about like the whole cabin thing where his new life starts, is there anything else that you noticed this time that you had forgotten?
Hmm. For me personally, I think that it would have been that last cabin scene, like I'd mentioned before. Just because I think the first time that I watched it, I was in such like shock that I didn't like.
Right.
You know, I remember that last few minutes.
That was rough. It was a rough ending, though.
Yeah. I had completely forgotten about the entire Dr. Vogel storyline.
Really?
Until it came up. Yeah, I was like, oh, wow. I forgot about her.
I need to put tape on my multi-placer because it's falling out, but I don't want to open this new tape. I guess I'm gonna have to. I was most shocked by the fact that, like, I felt like that supper was very symbolic. If only Deb had been there too. The one where Vogel has over Zach and Hannah and Dexter. That was kind of fun. I like that scene a lot.
Right. Wasn't it weird, the whole like Zach thing? Like at first you're like, ooh, this kid, ooh. But then there were times whenever he would do something or say something and you would just be like, aw.
Right. I enjoyed, like, because they made it, like, Saxon made it look like he was the one who killed Cassie, the neighbor.
Right.
So when he's getting, like, confronted by Dexter, and Dexter's like, oh, it appears he followed the code without even knowing it.
Right.
I thought that was cute.
Yeah. Well, whenever when he walks into the room and Deb and Hannah are both in there, he's like, wow, you got two girls fighting over you? And then when he's in the car and they're coming back to Miami and he's like, are we there yet?
I didn't like how he ended up dying, but I did like the fact that he helped catch the person.
Right.
I did appreciate that. But I felt so bad because it's like he's just a kid. And like of course he's a killer, but
right. But let's not forget that fact.
You do like end up rooting for them though. Like, so it's like, I guess I do like serial killers after all.
I know, right? Just the fake ones.
So the season opened with Dexter talking about in the last 6 months, which I mentioned last time we went live or the time before that, where I don't like that they tell. I would rather like show me, don't tell me. So I don't really like that. I kind of preferred the way, even though it made me angry, I kind of preferred how they started the season after Rita had the baby. Harrison. Yeah. I preferred that because it's like you're showing time has passed because obviously the baby is out, you bought a house, etc., and I'm not being told this has happened. So right. As we're going through like the whole what's happened in the last 6 months with Dexter, we see yet again Dexter's a little bit of a hoe.
I know.
Like, wow, Dexter, like, and of course you see the last part of the flower fall, which, you know, I mean, look at his love interest though. Like, seriously, out of how many? 4? 3 of them have been killers. Like, right. Crazy.
Very weird.
He's like teaching Zach how to live a normal life. He's like, you need a job. He's like, why? I have money. And Dexter's like, you live with your mom. Like, you're a weirdo who lives with his mom. That's not exactly a good cover.
Right.
So I was like, I kind of took my time, but also kind of raced through the season. I started on, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday this past week, and I finished Sunday, but I kind of like, I binged it in sections, if that makes sense. So I had watched like the first 2 on this day, the first 3 on that day, and then I ended on Sunday with the final one. And I was not okay. It was like, it's simultaneously because of the way I watched it. It went by slow, but right. But like the last 10 minutes of the episode, the last episode of the season, I was like, oh my gosh.
I know.
Like I was like, there's 6 minutes left. That's when I texted you. I was like, there's 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to this episode, and I am not okay. Like there was so many things that he needed to take care of, but I guess like, I mean, he took care of them. It just, I feel like we could have done with a whole other episode.
Right.
Oh, that was not fun. Mickey says, I just got my vintage autographed Charlie Pride vinyl album in the mail. These are posted for sale on his website days before he died. Oh, I don't know who Charlie Pride is. Should I know?
Oh, he's a very old singer.
Do you think it's something I would know if I heard it?
Probably. I can't think off the top of my head. What's one of his like big songs, Nikki? Look.
So, while we wait for Mickey. Oh, you're sick again, Tammy? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, wow. So, I can pull up the thing, but I would have to go off camera for a second. Is everyone okay with me doing that? I'm going to pull up the thing so we can see the results of what is winning.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do
Okay.
that.
Abigail, do you remember the song Kiss an Angel, Good Morning?
No.
Kiss an Angel, Good Morning.
No, I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up after we get off here.
You're a wee baby.
Yeah, I don't know. So let's see. I'm going to turn my hotspot on, turn on my computer. I just plugged a DVD player in my room so that he could have something to do because I kicked him out of the living room and he's got nothing in his room.
Oh, God love.
So let's see. What do I have here? Okay. All right. What is this? Google. So, let's see. We've got 30 minutes left. There's a couple things I want to cover before we get off. I want to figure out what everyone is thinking as far as the 9th season. And I also want to kind of touch on what our plans are for Murderous Monday and the new year, because I know that we had discussed potentially taking a break.
Right.
I think that's probably for the best because untitled form. Here it is. I think that's probably for the best because then we start fresh in the brand new year.
Right.
And so.
Well, it'll give me time, especially to catch up on some things that I've like gotten behind on TV wise.
Right. Okay. So. Oh, that's me. Okay. So here is what we have here. I don't know if you can see it, but out of the responses, How to Get Away with Murder is winning by a big portion here. So How to Get Away with Murder looks like it's going to be, oh, can you even see that? There. Wait, there. So How to Get Away with Murder is winning. So let me turn my camera back off, put it back up in my camera stand without locking anything. Okay. All right. I'm good. All right. So How to Get Away with Murder. Daydreams about night things. Someone Loves You, Honey. Hi Shay, how are you? I'll have to look up those songs when we get off because
Shay popped in. I didn't see her pop in.
she just popped in. Hi Shay, how are you? So it looks like How to Get Away with Murder is winning. So as long as everyone is okay with that, I think that's probably going to be our next show. And then, of course, well, let me do some research on that. Let's see. Let me pull up Netflix. So about our break, how long of a break are you thinking? Because I think that if we have to take 2 weeks. Because, oh, shoot. You know what? Is How to Get Away with Murder on Netflix? I thought it was, but I can't find it now. Oh, it still is. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so there's 6 seasons, and in each season is 10 episodes. Well, that's the first season. Let me look at season 2. Oh, just kidding. There's 15 episodes. So do you think we should break that even further into like 2 weeks per thing? Well, we'll figure out the logistics of it, and we'll do like an announcement video or whatever. But I'm thinking 2 weeks, because if we take 1 week, that's going to put us at the 29th.
Okay.
So if we take 2 weeks off, that will put us at, oh shoot, math. I don't know. It'll put us after the 1st, though. For sure, we'll be after the 1st. And then this works out perfectly for me and my life, because then we'll be starting on a week that it's your week to put to host the live stream, and that means that I'll be back on track with my not working an overnight the night before kind of thing.
Right.
So
I was wondering about that, because I thought to myself today, I was like, whenever we get started, I'd like to keep it like how we have it now, so that it's like doesn't interfere with your work schedule, you know?
right. So this is perfect. That's it. That's going to be perfect if we do like 2 weeks, because that'll be what? That's not words. That would be perfect. That'll be, I don't know what I was trying to say. Something about experts. No, I'm not sure, but that would be perfect for me. So we're going to definitely do then a 2-week break. Hello, the Crafty Witch. Happy solstice. Oh, today is the 21st. Wow. Doctor is sending a nurse to my house every day now to keep me out of the hospital. COVID is bad here. Ooh, I'm so sorry, Tammy. It's okay, Shay. We're glad you're here. So
Yeah, Tammy, I hope that you like, what's going on? Is it just more of the same that you were before, or we'll just keep you in our thoughts and prayers?
yes, for sure.
My wax is not sticky anymore.
Mine isn't participating all that well either. I already changed it once. But it's like, because I'm using such a massive multi-placer, that if the wax gets unsticky in one place, it really ruins the whole thing. So How to Get Away with Murder, and we're taking 2 weeks off, and we'll figure out the logistics of it, and then we'll both like put it in a whip-in chat or something, what our plans are for how to bring it back. And like, because I was looking at it, and it's 15 episodes, and it's only 3 more episodes than Dexter per week. And then when you factor in the fact that Dexter's episodes wound up being longer, I'm pretty sure it's about the same time with the show in the week, but still 15 episodes can be overwhelming. So we'll figure out the logistics of it. If you have any comments or questions or concerns, definitely go ahead and let us know about them, and we'll try to make sure that everyone's good with it. But I don't know.
Christmas, Tammy. She says, "Gotta go, girls. Merry Christmas."
Bye, Tammy. Feel better.
I hate that whenever somebody just doesn't,
Yeah.
feel super well.
She's been sick for a while. I hope that it's not like, I hope that it's just like a cold that won't go away.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I'm thinking that's probably our best course of action, is just to kind of like lay out what we're wanting and what we're thinking, and then let them tell us if that's good. I mean, what are your thoughts as far as the 15 episodes per week? Do you think that's doable? I mean, considering that Dexter's episodes are about an hour a piece, and these are only going to be 53 to 54 minutes. I mean, that's kind of, I mean, it doesn't make up for it completely, but it's like not as much. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think that it'll be okay. And if people are having trouble staying caught up, then maybe we'll revisit the whole time thing. You know what I mean?
Right. And like if need be, we can just do it where if it's 15 episodes, we can do 10 and then 10. I mean, it's going to be weird when we do 5 from one season and 5 from the other, but we could totally do that. That's still an option. Like, so we'll see. But it says that 6 seasons here, and they're 15 seasons. I mean, 15 episodes per season, and I believe, yeah, it's a current show. So I think that there's still, I think it's off right now, but I think they're still posting episodes. So
I've never seen one single episode, so this is going to be new to me.
I started it a while ago, and then I always do those like free trial for Netflix and then cancel it with a different email because I'm a bad person. But well, no, it's because it's like different stages of my life. Like I'll cancel it because I'll be like, I'm not even really watching Netflix at all right now, and so I'll cancel it, and then I'll start another account with a different email so that I can get my free month or week or whatever it is added to it, and then I'll go through another phase where I'm like, you know what, I'm not paying $10 for something I'm not using. And then this one I've had for like probably 2 years now, but I started it about 2 years ago. It was in one of the last Netflix accounts I had. It wasn't in this one because I don't have any record of having watched it, and I know I watched at least the first season. So
Right.
So I'm not sure. Let's see. I think a week could be doable. Okay. When does season 9 start? I was shocked with the ending of season 8. Let's see. Shay says she's never seen it. So season 9 starts in fall, right? Fall of 2021.
Supposed to be, yes. Supposed to be fall of 2021. So we have a while,
Right. So we'll be able to do at least a couple shows in between now and then for Murderous Mondays and stuff. And then we'll figure out the logistics of that season, but I'm thinking we're probably going to have to stop watching shows for Murderous Monday and just have like a whole, maybe we'll shorten our live streams to like 30 minutes instead of an hour, but I think we're probably going to have to like only do that when that one comes out.
Right.
So we'll still figure out the logistics of that. There's so many logistics we need to figure out, but we'll figure them out in due time. So is there anything anybody else had to say about this past season before we get into season 9? What we kind of think or what we hope or whatever? Because I think I'm like, the only thing I want to talk about was Deb and him, like Deb having her episode, and then the whole him taking care of everything. That's like all that was on my mind at all. So yeah. I'm done.
It starts with her, season 8, the very first episode starts with her being like complete. Like, well, I mean, there she is snorting coke and all this stuff in there in that hotel room with that guy, and we're all. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh Lord, she's done went and fell up plumb off the turnip truck. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so then you kind of figure out that she's involved with this, working for this Elway guy. Which, by the way, can we just talk about how cool that scene was where Hannah like sticks him in the leg with that needle?
I loved it. Honestly, I didn't like Hannah at all, but I was like, yes, Hannah.
Right. It was so funny. And it was funny because I was like, I looked at Dale, my husband, he was sitting there and he's like, well, Dexter did say he packed essentials in that bag, He said, there's
and I think that was so cool. I loved that.
Yeah. That was really cool. She's like, now here's what's going to happen, because he says, here's what's going to happen. We're going to da 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 da. And then she's like, no, here's what's going to happen.
And then I liked it a lot because at first, okay, so, oh, you know what? Before we forget, what about the fact that Dexter killed Saxon on camera?
Oh, no, right?
Crazy. And like he's just sitting there and like he's going over the footage with Batista and Quinn, And he's just like, whatever, like nonchalant about it. I loved how he did the whole entire, I killed the guy. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to breathe for a whole couple seconds. And then I'm going to, then I'm going to press the button. Hi,
Right.
Sue. How are you? Yeah, I know. I cannot believe that Deb is dead either, Shay. Oh, Elway was kind of creepy.
Oh, yeah, I know. He was kind of, I mean, he was nice, and I kind of thought that maybe him and, Deb might be a thing, but nah,
She was still hung up on Quinn, and Quinn was still hung up on her. And they both had their little, they both had their phases. So they got it out of their systems. I was really sad though, because oh my god, it broke my heart when he goes and he kind of like, he's trying to stop Saxon from finishing Deb, and he's looking for the room number, and then he's getting caught in the hallway with Dexter and by Batista, and he rushes into the room, and she's not there.
Right.
And then he goes and he finds Quinn, and Quinn's crying. And it really, like, I hate to say it, but it really pissed me off. That doctor pissed me off. She made me so angry. She's like, I'm optimistic.
Right.
I'm like, oh, you did it. You said something, and now, I don't know. I didn't like it. I was not a fan of that doctor. I realized that she wasn't even an important, vital part of the series, but she's my least favorite character.
Well, I mean, she sure made everybody think, yeah, that everything was fine. But
and it wasn't fine.
And it wasn't fine. But yeah, it just like tore my heart out, because here her and Quinn get back together, and Quinn is like in hardcore love with Deb.
He
and then
kept
here,
the ring.
I know.
Oh.
And then here, they get right back together, and literally like the same day.
And
Or
I mean, it was
day
only
later,
fitting.
I don't know.
It was only fitting that Dexter takes care of it, but still.
Right.
He really just has the worst luck with women in general. Like, look at it. Like, he has his mom dies. Like, he has the worst luck with all women. Like, in general, like his mom. Then you have Layla or Lila. Then you have Rita. Then you have Lumen, who he kind of falls in love with, and then she leaves him. And then you got Hannah and Deb, and I mean, even Aster had her moments. He just like he does not have good luck with women.
No.
Poor guy.
I don't know. Very, very sad. Okay, can we get into what we think is going to happen in season 9?
Yes, let's do that. I can't believe he left Harrison. I know. I was so upset, but I kind of felt like it was coming based on, like he just kept mentioning having him go with her. And I was like,
well, yeah. And I understand why he did it. He knew that dude was, I mean, at the time that he let him go with her,
he was still alive, yeah.
The Saxon guy was still alive, and he was worried that he would be in more danger if he stayed there with Dexter than he would be if he went with her. So I understand why, but right, at the same time, who lets their kid just go with a serial killer,
Right, and a poisoner at that.
Right.
Oh, I mean, I know she loved him, though, and I know that he loved her, and I'm glad that he has some type of mom-ish figure.
Right.
But still, not a fan. So, yeah, let's definitely get into what we're thinking for season, or what we're hoping. Maybe let's start with hopes first. I hope that they all get back together, even though I don't like Hannah. I just want them all together.
Right. Me too. That's what I hope for. I hope that he is like that they find each other and live happily ever after.
I hope that the pull to be with Hannah is greater than his need to stay away from Harrison.
Right.
Because I just like imagine when she has to tell him that his dad is dead. Like that child lost his mother and then all his siblings just left because of it, and now his dad's dead too. Like, wow, that child's had a really bad go of it.
Right. Yeah, because she's sitting like they're sitting at like a little cafe or something outside when she sees that article on her tablet.
Right.
So no sign of life or something like that.
But like, what about the kid? Like, there's no, like, okay, like I get the concept of Dexter's dead, move on, but like, what about the kid? Do they not search for where the kid went? Like Batista and Quinn, like, do they just like forget, oh, Dexter's dead, forget he had a kid completely? You know what I mean? Like, is no one gonna search for Harrison?
Right.
I don't know, that didn't really make sense to me. But
Well, and also the fact that, they're not going to be looking for Deb's body in the hot, like what happened to Deb,
yeah, I mean,
because
they left they tied up a lot of loose ends, but they left a lot of loose ends.
right.
So is there anything else that you're hoping for or wishing for or anticipating for season 9?
There's a lot of scenarios in my head that I think is going to happen or could be a good storyline. Like, you want me to talk about that?
Yeah. Tell us what you're thinking.
Okay. I'm thinking that he uses his like sneaky ways to find Hannah, and like maybe there's like a string of people who have been poisoned, and he reads about it. I don't know.
I'm hoping that he finds her too. I'm hoping it was all a joke. Like, I'm hoping that he did that purposely to throw off tracks, and that he's just waiting a little while to contact Hannah so that everyone forgets about Dexter and Hannah before he goes and he travels again.
Right.
That's my hope. I'm hoping that that's what occurs.
So, do you think that it's going to be like 10 years from now? Like, obviously, it's been a long time since the last season aired.
Right. How long? Let me look that up.
Yeah, I don't know. I would guesstimate like 6, 8 years or longer.
Let's see.
I could be way off. I don't know, but
When did the last season of Dexter? That is not English. I don't know what I typed, but I couldn't figure it out. Oh, I lost internet connectivity. Oh, hold on. Let me see. So I hope that, I mean, I simultaneously hope and don't hope that time has passed, because if time has passed, then it really makes it like, I mean, obviously you'd have to catch up anyway, but I'm hoping that it's, I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding. Okay, 2013 and concluded on this September 22nd of the same year. So if it airs in fall of 2021, it's been 8 years. Is that right? Is that good math? 21 minus 13 is 8.
Right.
Yeah. So it'll have been 8 years. So I kind of am hoping that it's 8, but I'm also not really.
Yeah, I know. I kind of like wonder how old Harrison is going to be. And is anybody else just going to say it, or should I just say it?
Say it. Whatever it is, say it.
Like, do we think that Harrison is going to be like a serial killer in the making also?
I mean, it would be like super bad, but also like, I mean, Dexter always wanted to like pass on his knowledge, and he couldn't do it with Zach.
No.
So if it happens, it happens. Like, I'm not too, like, I mean, they've already killed Deb. They've already separated him from Harrison. I mean, there's really not too much else that the writers of Dexter could do to hurt me. So.
Shay said she totally thought that too. I don't know why it's coming back after so long, Shay, unless I have no idea. I mean, I don't know why they would have waited so late, so long.
I'm assuming it's because people were mad about how it ended. So, like, and it did so well while it was on that they kind of like, it's kind of like with the whole, did anybody ever watch Ghost Whisperer with Jennifer Love Hewitt?
No.
They in one season they killed off her husband, and it made so many people so angry that she has, obviously she has the ability to see ghosts or whatever, but she also can see them take on other people's bodies or whatever. So because everyone was so angry, they threw in just kidding storyline, and it really, that, I mean, it kind of, it didn't do much for the anger that people were feeling, but it was kind of like a we hear you kind of moment. So I'm thinking that's probably what it is with Dexter.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that, but at the same time, people were angry 8 years ago when it happened, you know?
Right.
So I don't know if maybe through the pandemic that the writers got together and was like, hey, let's do something since this whole corona thing is a thing, you know?
Right.
Not that that really has anything to do with it, you know, but I mean, just
TV ratings are high. Netflix binging is at an all-time high. People are paying more money for streaming services because they can't go out. So
right.
they probably saw it as an opportunity to make some money. And like, you know, I can't blame them. Let's see. Have new books been written? I've only read the first book. Oh, you know what? I haven't read any of those books. I keep forgetting that it was actually a book first. I'll have to check. Let me check. Let's see.
Oh, Dexter series was a book series?
Yeah, I think so. I forgot about that. But yeah. Dexter book.
I did not know that.
Dexter books, Dexter series, Jeff Lindsay. Okay, let's take a look. Dexter is Dead is the first one. Oh no, that's the last one. Oh, shoot. Oh no, what have I done? Did I figure out what the problem was? No, that's season 8 or the episode. What? That is the book 8. Let's see how closely they align with the. I'd be interested to read those books to see how closely they are related.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna log into Amazon real quick. Might purchase it right now. I forgot that they were books. Let's see, it's Showtime, right? Yeah, maybe because it's switching from Netflix to Showtime. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Dexter. Oh, Dexter diamond painting. Let's take a look at that. I just typed in, like, I guess my Amazon's like, shut up, you always talk about diamond paintings. So I typed in Dexter, and it was like diamond painting, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Oh, I like this one. Oh my god, I love this one. Oh my gosh. Can you see it?
No, not yet.
Oh, wait. Which way am I going? That's down. That's my hand. Let me see. Ah, I got stuck to my diamond painting. Oh,
No.
shoot. I'm really struggling here. Let's see. That's it right there. You see it? I kind of love it.
I don't understand what I'm seeing.
It's like I'll show it to you. I'll send it. I'll email it to you. Oh, what's that? What did I click on? Are there more? What is happening? What is it? Okay, so it looks like you've got the mausoleum up here. Here's a blood slide.
Oh, so it's like a little collage?
Yeah, and then on you have like the what's it called? The truck where that guy committed suicide. And you have Deb, Dexter, and Hannah, and then you have Hannah's greenhouse. You have Dexter dumping bodies. You
Oh my
have the foxhole. You have the giraffe. You have Dexter, and then you have him in a pile of blood. Like, oh my god, am I buying this? How big is it? It's a 40 by 50. Oh my god, how many colors is it? Should I buy it?
Who makes it?
I don't see it. Oh, sold by. Oh God, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that word. It's like. Oh no, what am I doing? Don't end the broadcast. It's it says ZHENGZHOU. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that.
Right.
Nope. Let's see. That is super cool. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna link that. I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste this. It's kind of it's not kind of expensive. I mean, it's a little expensive. It's like $30.
Oh wow. That
But
is
it's a 40 by 50. So
Mhm.
I mean, it's expensive, but because it's a 40 by 50, I mean, obviously I've done $40 40 by 50s from Dreamer Designs, so I can't even like act like, you know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and paste that in there just in case anyone. Oh, it goes over. Crap, it goes over in link. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comment it. Add a public comment. Paste. There you go. That's the link right there. It's in the comment section. But that was really cool. Yeah, Dexter originally aired on Showtime. That's right. That is awesome. That is cool. I think I should buy that. Anyways, what was I looking for originally? Dexter book. Dexter books. Funny how we got really far off there.
You know what would be cool is if we bought the Dexter diamond paintings and then held on to them for next like October for like
Let's do it.
chills. And then by that time it'll be time for the 9th season.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Very cool.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, let's do that. We can. Well, and obviously people don't have to we don't have to turn it into an event or whatever. But like if people want to participate and get that same painting or a Dexter painting, that would be pretty cool.
Right.
Or like any serial killer or like spooky thing, if you want to just participate that way, that would be really fun. I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna get that. I'll get it probably closer to the time that we do it though, because I really can't buy anymore and have them sit. Anthony will murder me, and then I will end up on one of our Murderous Monday shows.
You'll end up on the male version of Snapped.
Yeah. So I probably will not be buying that this month, this year.
Yeah, I'm not going to either. I mean, we're like, Christmas has put us in the hole.
I know. But Diamond Art Club doesn't seem to understand that, so they keep releasing stuff. And I'm like, y'all are so rude.
Well, I'm kind of at the point where it doesn't matter if they release Like, it doesn't matter how much I love whatever they release. It's going to have to either be I get it with my rewards points or I have to get it later.
Yeah, it's Christmas always puts me in the hole, but like this year in general, just like because of all the other stuff that happened, it's just been I'm really playing catch up from back in September, and then it doesn't really help that I bought literally every single diamond painting on Black Friday.
Right.
Oh, so Shay says that's a great idea, that she would totally do that. So that's perfect. So that's what we'll do then. Oh,
That is a fun idea.
I'm so excited. You'll have to shoot Tammy. I'll shoot her a message later, or you can letting her know that that's what we want to do if she wants to participate. I mean, she don't have to buy it today or anything, but like just let her know, because I think she left a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, so that would be super fun. It's a 40 by 50 too, and it's like it looks like a lot of color blocking, and it looks like a vintage like retro poster. I super dig that.
Oh yeah, me too, for sure.
I
I
love
think
that.
that would be a very cool, like, I like vintagey kind of things anyway.
Yeah.
And it kind of like reminds me of like a 70s like TV show, like, I don't know.
Right. Super cute. Like oh, what's that thing I'm thinking of right now that I can't remember? Like kind of like, oh god, what's his name? I can't remember, but it was like a detective show a really long time ago. And that's what it looks like to me.
Right.
Oh, that would be so fun. And like because it's so much color blocking, we could probably work on it as like a side piece, like only work on it on Monday for 12 weeks. So it's like about an hour. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe 12 hours is not enough time to do that. I'm not sure. Ugh, but regardless, that'll be super awesome. We'll just have to like slowly work on it, so we'll still have it for the entire season.
Right. I think that would be a very cool idea. And everybody can work on it like on Murderous Monday. Of course, they could, like you said, they can work on it whenever they want to. They can finish it and have it done in a few days if they wanted to. And
Right.
I think it would be a fun idea.
Yeah, but for us, I think that's my plan. I think I'm going to work on it really slowly.
And ladies, can I just say this while I'm thinking about it? Can we all agree that Dexter has a very nice tushy?
I know. I was like, okay,
Right?
Dexter.
I mean, he's got like a little,
Like he got some junk in his trunk. He got a little bit of a donk.
I know, a badonk, you know? It's so funny. But yeah, very, very cool. It's a really good show. I ugh. And I remember the part too where Harry says, I didn't think I would ever see this day. And Dexter's like, what day? And he's like, the day where you don't need me anymore.
I know.
Because Dexter was basically saying, my need to be with Hannah outweighs my need to kill you.
Right. And that's when he ended up calling it in. But still, I wish he would have just taken care of it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, in the end, he should have. But I also appreciate that maybe he's, a little bit more humane than we think that he might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing, though. Like, the entire series, he's busy trying to tell us that he's a monster and that he's not human and that, he's awful. But, you see so much that he is actually not that bad.
Right.
So, I don't know. But I really enjoyed that. I'm glad that this was our introduction to Murderous Monday. I'm glad that we picked this show.
Me too.
I'm glad we turned it into Murderous Monday.
I know, it's been a blast. I look forward to it every single Monday. And
I do too.
we appreciate that you guys are here every week with us, and like loyal Dexter binge watchers, and I just think it's the coolest thing. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's always
yes,
nice.
I am a little bubble butt, right?
Yes, he
Ooh,
does.
nice bubble butt.
Very nice butt.
Yeah.
So I'm really
Oh,
looking forward to the new year, starting a new um, show. But I'm really looking forward to getting back into Dexter in the fall and doing that Dexter diamond painting now. Like, that's going to be so cool.
yeah, I think that's going to be fun.
I'm really excited about what's to come for Murderous Monday. But I'm also kind of looking forward to, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit of a break to refresh from Murderous Monday.
Me too. Me too. I
So that
think
we can. I'm taking a week off, I think, anyway, in general. So this just perfectly lines up with my break anyway. I'm going to take a week off of social media and just detox,
well, it's a good time to do it now with Christmas break. Your son's on winter break, and
Yeah.
it's Christmas time, and it's time to be, soaking up all of that kind of stuff, which is awesome. I love this time of the year because it's like normally, which it's kind of been this way for since March because everybody's been piled up in the house, but it's almost like we look forward to Christmas break because it's just pajamas and hot coffee and cookies.
Right. And no, like, actual doing of anything. I mean, yeah, you got to clean the house and stuff. And yeah, you got to, like, do stuff. But, like, it's not, none of the things that you have to do are riding on, or like, the life is riding on them. Like, if I don't make Austin his lunch the next day, if I don't, whatever, everything's going to be fine.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably start on the 20th. I think my last live that I'm going to be attending for myself will be the 26th. And then I haven't decided if I'll be coming back in the first week of January or the second week of January. But
Okay.
I'm going to be on break starting the 27th of December and at least until the following Saturday. So I'm excited for a little social media break. But I'm really excited about the next season of Dexter. So I'm just feeling a little bit like in the holiday spirit. I'm feeling grateful for Jenni and you guys who watch with us, like she said. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, it's been so fun.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I really appreciate it. So does anybody have anything else to say before we close it? Oh, hello, Bob. Nice to see you.
Oh, is Bobby?
Yeah. This has been so fun, and I really appreciate. Oh, I'm reading it upside down. I could just click on my computer since it's up here. She says, "This has been so fun. I really appreciate you both for hosting it. Gave me something to look forward to every week. You two are awesome." Oh, thank you.
Well,
We
that's
had so much fun too.
You're awesome too.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We're so glad that people, first of all, that people were interested in hanging out with us every single week anyway, like, because I know that it can get kind of crazy with everything else that y'all have during the week, and to spend a whole hour with us on Monday, in addition to, like, the people that come to Murderous Mondays, they're like, they're really supportive of us. They're always commenting. They're always here on both of our channels. So I always appreciate them.
Me too.
So
You guys rock.
yeah. So thank you guys so much. Does anyone have anything else to say before we end it? Because we've been going for a little over an hour now. So
Oh, I haven't even been watching the clock.
I haven't either. I just happened to look up and see that it said that we've been live for 69 minutes. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
I only just found your channel recently. Can't wait for the new season. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, the Crafty Witch UK. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to Jenni, I left her in the description box, so you'll have a link there. We host it every other week. Well, obviously we're taking a break right now, but we usually host it 1 week on her channel, 1 week on my channel, 1 week on her channel. So definitely follow the link there so that you can get notified when Jenni goes live for Murderous Mondays as well. So we will, I think we should go, unless there's anything else anyone has to say. I don't want to like end the stream and someone's still trying to tell me something.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm done for today.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, let's see. Shay says, "Give our." Oh, thank you. Give our wonderful host a thumbs up. Thank you so much, Shay. I appreciate you. So, I think that's it. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.